Hello, it's Kathy Vanden Heuvel here. I am a superstar Scentsy independent consultant. I wanted to go ahead and share this video with you and talking about as you're growing your business, you'll want to think about how to keep track of your customers and record your customers. I have 3 ways that I do it, and I wanted to share those 3 ways with you so that you can go ahead and get your wheels going and thinking about what you want to do to keep track of your business. And there's no really black and white way to do it. Many consultants do it in many ways, and this is just my way of doing things. So one of the things you want to think about when you're thinking about tracking your customers, think about, like, you want to keep track of their name, their address, their phone number so you can text them, their email information, what social media they use, like Facebook or Instagram, and then keeping track of what they order. One of the ways that I do it is I think about the workstation. And so when you're out in your workstation, you should be able to record your customers. Scentsy has a great workstation. When you place your order, and you place that customer's order, their name, their address, their email information, and their order history should show up in the contacts tab of your workstation. So when you're gathering your orders, making sure that you are either doing it, entering that during your party time when you're placing the party orders, or when they're out on their personal website, or if you're going ahead and doing it, make sure you capture that. And I'm looking down at my notes so I don't forget anything. Did you know that when you put all that information out there, then when that monthly newsletter comes out from Scentsy, which you can personalize your information in that template, then it goes automatically to any of your customers that have email addresses. So that's another great way to go ahead and give your customer great service. Also, that Excel spreadsheet, you can actually go ahead and export and pull information from. So let's say Scentsy brings back bars again, and we know that they do that on occasion. They have their bring back your bar seasons, like in January, for example. And you've had a previous customer that liked a scent and they're bringing it back, but they don't have it currently at that time. You could go ahead and bring up all your customers and search a column or what they purchased, and then you could go and get that and bring up all of the people that potentially like the bring back your bar scents, and you could go out and contact them. I also can use it for follow-up dates, and so that Excel sheet is going to be really important to your business. The second way I do it is my phone. I love having my contact information in my phone. A couple of reasons why is obviously you can text your customers. I also like their addresses in there, especially for my local customers, because then all I need to do is access my addresses from there, and I can use that GPS right from my phone and get that right to, I can go ahead and boom, my little Siri will tell me where I have to go in, and I don't have to go ahead and look up their address. I personally put notes in the phone contact information because I use my phone with me all the time. And so, like, let's say Susie Q, she just bought from me in, let's say 2 months ago. I can go ahead and look to see what she bought, and then when I'm going ahead and doing some follow-ups on the go, I have all that information with me. Or she wants to do a party the next season, I have that with me as well. I personally put S in front of my customers, and so I have all my Scentsy customers together, so I don't mix them up with my personal contacts, and so that's what I do there. And then I do the old-fashioned way of files. So my third way of doing it is the old-fashioned way. I still like to have my customers' information in a file folder in my file drawer that I'm sitting next to. I guess I'm old school and I like to have that because I can scribble on my order forms, I can highlight on them, I can write information on them. So when a customer is placing an order at a party, I can write on the back of my white copy some personal information, and then I file that in my file folder and have that with me. And I kind of get a little bit of joy out of seeing my file folder. I kind of whited off most of the information. When I first started, I created this little sheet, and I'll just tell you what it is. It's a little sheet that has their name, their address, their phone number, their text, that sort of thing. I don't use it as much as I used to, but some people like to have a cover sheet in their file folder. This one happens to be for Rebecca. I wrote her information in there, her text or email. But on the flip side, I just like it just in case my phone contacts would ever go away. I have a paper copy as well, and then the Scentsy system holds it too. So you can use one, you can use two, you can use all three ways of using that. And then from a follow perspective, I just take and put my file folders in my follow-up system. And then once they're done, I put them in my my drawer. So that's just the way I keep track of it. So as you can see, when you grow your business, you want to think about how you're going to keep your customers updated, keep track of your customer base, remembering that your ultimate goal is to provide the best possible service to your customers, and really thinking about your organization and how you want to do it is going to be so important to you. So hopefully you found one of these ways helpful, or all of these ways helpful, and we'll talk to you soon, and have a good rest of the day. Bye now.